Welcome, beautiful souls. Thank you for joining us today at the Frequency of Abundance. I'm 𝗜𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏, your host with the most. You have now joined us. Welcome back. This is the beginning of season 7. We are looking at coming over and doing a deep dive. The theme for season 7 is legacy and the inner architecture of legacy. So what we want to know is if you're feeling that you have a purpose, a mission, a calling, a cause, this is that time. And I want you to really, really feel that. Now, put some contact in the chat for you. If you don't know who I am, I'm coming in here as Natan, and my background has been for the last 30 years as an elite energy coach, known as the alignment alchemist, where belief becomes brand. I play at the intersection of mindset and marketing. And so the 20,000 people that have come through my hands have been touched in that way, specifically to help either internal belief systems and structures that are holding them back, or external structures, marketing, tech, sales, whatever it is, business. It's so similar as within, so without. So we find that in this entire week, and I want you to notice, if you've been with us since season 1, when we did personal development, season 2, relationships and communication, season 3, online business coaching fundamentals, season 4, energy, season 5, energetic. Season 5 was belief diversity, and season 6 was energetic leadership. And now in season 7, we've got legacy. And I am so excited to get the party started. So one of the differences is we are going to be changing the times up a bit. It's not going to be 9 in the morning. All my West Coast people are going, too early, too early. So I bumped it up to 11 o'clock so they can have a chance to come and play. No, it's just early enough. So Monday to Friday, that's going to be the new schedule. On the weekends, we will restream for you. So you can come in and watch it anytime. You don't have to pop in at 1, 2, 3, or 4, because everyone's busy on the weekends or wants to be not busy. You know, sometimes that's a nice thing too. So in that context, Monday to Friday, this week, we're diving into deep what it really means to leave something meaningful behind, not just in wealth, but in energy, in choices, in character. So tune in live every day, 11 a.m. Eastern. Now, today, Motivational Monday. Legacy starts with identity. So who you become echoes louder than what you've built. Tomorrow on Transformational Tuesday, rewriting the legacy you inherited. Unshackle your story. Choose the narrative from this moment forward. Wealth Wednesday, invisible assets, the energy of what you leave behind. Time, attention, frequencies, these are your true estate. Thought Leadership Thursday, legacy in motion, daily habits that echo. So it's not just what you do, it's what your energy teaches others to do. And Fearless Friday, we end the week with break the cycle, build the future. So you get to be the ancestor your future self would thank. Now, if you want to pop in, look in the chat, you can join us every day live. Just go to LinkedIn, click on Frequency of Abundance. Know that we are here for you at any time, and that this show is just for you. Okay? So take the most you can from it, share it with a friend. Now, let's get into the good stuff. This is going to hit the core of everything we are and everything we leave behind. Legacy starts with identity. So, why identity is the starting point of legacy? We don't just rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. And our identity is the root system. Legacy is often talked about in terms of achievements, but you don't leave a legacy, you live it daily. I want you to think about that. Your identity, it informs. It's how you show up when no one's watching. It's the decisions you make under pressure. It's the way people feel after being around you. So an action item would be to ask yourself, what is the identity I'm rehearsing every single day? And is it aligned with the future I want to create? We can start looking at breaking down your identity layers. So the 3 layers of identity. You're looking at inherited identity, you're looking at adoptive identity, and you're looking at intentional identity. The inherited identity is what you were told you are. The adoptive identity is who you became to survive. And the intentional identity is who you are choosing to be. All of this is all in the same time. So it's not, you go from one to the other. It's not a stepping stone. It's not an evolution. It's all in the mix at the same time. So let's do the identity audit. I think this one will be fun. A little Greek mountain tea. Keep the voice all 𝗓𝗱𝗏𝗏. Let's draw 3 columns. What identity did I inherit? What identity do I currently adopt out of habit? What identity would my legacy self walk in daily? So let's highlight one behavior in each that you'll choose to retire or to upgrade or to really embrace this week. That's where there'll be a difference. And I think you'll feel that difference as you shift. So we'll talk about shifting into your legacy self now. We don't wait to become our legacy selves. And that's why let's look at a proper energy activation drill. So stand up, sit up if you want, that's fine. Breathe deep, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hold for 4 at the top and the bottom. So in, hold, out, hold. Let's go. Now, close your eyes and embody your legacy self for 30 seconds. Speak out loud. I am the type of person who, and let's repeat it 3 times. I'm the type of person who wins. I'm the type of person who wins. I'm the type of person who wins. I'm the type of person who chooses peace over control. I'm the type of person who invests in long-term over short-term validation. And you repeat this daily, and this is how you install identity at a frequency level for yourself. So let's look through those. And before we go into building identity through rituals, not just mindsets, let's take a minute and just wanted you to remember, if you're here and you're new and you didn't know what Frequency of Abundance is, this is sponsored by the incredible people over at 𝗲𝗏𝗏 Creative Agency. It's the only not-for-profit public relations house in the world. And what they do is they go hunt whales. So for clients, they're looking to come in and just completely capture those C-suite whales, delight them, bring them over to an incredible private invitation-only event, which delights them even further, and then puts you at the showcase, puts you at the spotlight. It's an incredible, incredible experience, and there's absolutely nothing else like it. We license it out to enterprise as a very proprietary methodology, about to be trademarked. So take a look and see if something like this could truly help. Because if you've already spent the time and money on brand and built that out, my goodness, I think you need more visibility, more credibility. And that's where this might be able to help.
I'm excited to introduce you to 𝗲𝗏𝗏 Creative Agency, the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse. Our mission is to increase your brand's visibility, credibility, and extend your global audience. In short, we hunt the whales for you. Our proprietary methodology blows a dog whistle to C-suite executives, leaders, founders, and owners across any industry. Welcome to our Executive Engagement Engine trademark. That's our secret sauce. It includes 3 proprietary processes. Our Engagement Ignition trademark pre-event outreach process, our Commitment Catalyst trademark butts and seats process, and our Fortune Follow-Ups trademark post-event outreach. These ensure the highest level of interest, virtual attendance, and follow-up conversations. As the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse, what's our promise to you? Unparalleled commitment to transparency, ethical engagement, and impactful results. Partner with 𝗲𝗏𝗏 Creative Agency and experience transformative executive engagement. Book a time to speak with us today, and here's to the evolution of your brand.
I think it's fun that you get a chance to play and go in and really give yourself some space. So find us on LinkedIn, join the Frequency of Abundance group. Of course, it's free. The beautiful people at 𝗲𝗏𝗏 Creative, they made sure that they sponsored this. And that there's also another show, and we'll talk about that in a couple minutes. That one is a chance for you to not just sit and enjoy and reflect. This is your show to be selfish. Enjoy Frequency of Abundance. This is all for you. The other one, that one, you might get a chance to play in. Now, if we're looking at part 4 for today, build identity through rituals, not just mindsets. Let's look at the motivation that fades. And then we notice that it's the rituals that lock it in. So there is your intention. And if you wanted to get a legacy ritual toolkit, this will be fun. Look for a morning mirror identity rehearsal. So today I choose to be. Look at an end of day alignment check. Did I honor the identity I want to be remembered for? Look at a weekly legacy letter. Every Sunday, write a short letter to your future self from your legacy self perspective. It's those rituals that'll keep your identity on autopilot while your mind catches up. Sometimes it races and it's got a lot to do and it makes sense. This will be one way that you can absolutely get through it. And to know that you've got everything inside that you need to get through it. And if you ever feel off and if you ever feel low, reach out. You know, that 𝗲𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏𝗏 song, Don't Worry, Be Happy, he's got that great line in it. If you worry, call me. I'll make you happy. There you go. So, if you worry, call me. I'll make you happy. Let's look at part 5, identity in leadership and in relationships. So, we talked about the different identities that you started with, right? Your identity that you inherited, the one that you adopted, and now the one that you intentionally chose. This would be how your identity becomes a mirror to those that you lead, a magnet to those that are aligned, and a message to those that are watching from a distance. In that space, they really can give you a completely different feeling. You don't need to preach legacy. You live it by being it. So if we wanted to focus on where we're going to have the biggest impact and where we're going to really choose, this is that time that you get to pick. It's absolutely essential that you start. You can think about it. You can wait till tomorrow. But if all the thinking and all the reflecting you're going to do, if at the end of the day it doesn't make you happy, what's the point? Reflecting is wonderful if you're going to get some clarity out of it, some answers. Otherwise, if it's not making you happy, why not just enjoy the happiness you currently have? Maybe don't question it so much. Taking apart the happiness and ripping it apart, kind of pulling threads out of a sweater, you know what I mean? Oops, you got one and it could unravel the whole sweater. So look at how your identity starts within, because your legacy starts within, not after. Identity has those layers: inherited, adoptive, intentional. Create rituals that support the person you're becoming. Speak and rehearse your identity daily with energy. With energy. Now, if we look at a couple thoughts, some deep thoughts. Let's look at legacy as legacy is not a monument. It's a movement. And it comes from a moment. And it's multiplied by consistency. So it's not this monolithic dun dun dun, legacy is my statue. No, it's a moment. But it's multiplied by consistency. And that's what helps create a movement. Now, if you're picking up what we're putting down, by all means, give a like, comment, share, help the algorithm move us around. If you have any questions, pop those into the chat. All my contact information is there. So if you wanted to join Frequency of Abundance, click the link, or go to LinkedIn and just type in Frequency of Abundance, go to groups, have some fun. There's dozens of us there. We'd love to say hi and invite you. There's cool things we get to do when you join the group. So have some fun with us. Now, I want you to remember that you're the ancestor of your future. You are that ancestor to your future self. So be worthy of their gratitude. You want to remember that those unlived identities, they're the ghosts of your potential. Oh, what could have been? What should have been? I wonder what. If only things were different. That's where you might come to play in a completely new way. I want you to leave that space open for yourself. Really give yourself the ability to go, wow, okay, this is cool. I like this. And be okay with that. Having those regrets, it's a very human trait. I don't know of any other animal that has regret. Look at a strong identity. Look at how it repels distraction, how it attracts destiny. Where your children, they may forget what you've earned, but never know how you made decisions. And that's something you can teach them to show them. It's part of your legacy. It's not just mom or dad made a lot of money or bought a lot of stuff. It's here's what we thought of, and here's why we did this, and here's what we were thinking. And that shows them how to make those decisions. That's legacy. You get this beautiful ability that you get to choose your identity over image. You get to come to a place where one builds nations and the other can just, feed algorithms. Image is that, the algorithm feeder. Identity builds nations. So if you let your legacy be felt in silence, not just remembered in speeches. When people think about those incredible people, yes, they do remember their incredible speeches, but they also remember their incredible actions and what they did. So critical that you let your legacy really shine, that every I am you speak is a seed. You plant that wisely, right? You guys remember the first person who hears anything you say out loud is you? Plant that seed wisely. No negative self-talk. I want you to really, really come from that place of abundance. Frequency is so beautiful and it's important to match. And before we go into the final deep thoughts, I wanted you to know that, we talk about, yes, there's a place for you here. If Frequency of Abundance can help you in any way, shape, or form, by all means, come on over. It's free. If working with Allura Creative can help your business and you have anything that you're doing that's interesting, worthwhile, you're not just selling some stuff, you're actually helping, healing, doing some good in the world, oh my goodness, we'd love to play. We have so many friends to introduce you to. And if you wanted to go to another level, there's a little something else we can do as well. We're blessed enough to have BNTV also offer us to come into the Voices That Lead podcast. So here we get a chance that now all the most incredible people that I get to meet all around the world, now I get to interview them. and I get to ask them 3 questions. So the audience always gets to know my guests through the filter of leaders, legacy, limitless. How do you serve those that you lead? What is your legacy? And if you had just one way to help somebody else become truly limitless, what would that be? That's the Voices That Lead podcast. And I'd like to invite you, come see. Come see for yourself if it's something that stands out to you. It's really close to legacy, and it really shines. It's one of the main principal words.
Ever wonder what sets real leaders apart? It's not the corner office, it's the impact they make. Welcome to the Voices That Lead podcast with 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 CEOs or big names. They're people making a difference, building legacies through acts of kindness, mentorship, and heart. Every episode you'll hear powerful stories, straight from those who lift others up and inspire change. Looking for practical advice, authentic conversations, or just a spark to unleash your own limitless potential? You'll find it here. Because leadership isn't just about where you end up, it's about who you help along the way. Join the community and get inspired. Reach out to be a featured guest on the program. Leaders, Legacy, Limitless. Subscribe to the Voices That Lead podcast. Join us as a speaker and let others be inspired by you. Become the leader you're meant to be.
I believe that. I believe you should absolutely be the leader that you're meant to be. And I think that if you forgot that you can help so many others, you forgot the true power. You're not just living your life, you're writing your eulogy in real time. Every choice you make is aligned in your story. Make it worth reading twice. The most powerful identity shift isn't going to be your loud one. It's a quiet decision to never betray yourself again. Legacy begins with that integrity, and that integrity always starts behind closed doors. So you don't find yourself, you remember who you were before the world told you otherwise. That remembrance is sacred. Now, who you're becoming is already cheering for you. Don't ghost them. Be in a relationship with your highest self. As my Jamaican friends would say, the I and I, your highest self, being in charge and cheering for you every day. That's why legacy without identity is just noise. But rooted identity is going to echo through generations. That one brave decision in alignment can rewrite decades of misalignment. You're never too far gone to begin again. So we chase purpose like it's outside of us, but identity is the map that leads us there. And you've had that compass all along. If today's episode has stirred something in you, don't just think about it, act on it. Tag me, put me in a journal, reach out to friends, identity rituals, affirmations. Use your hashtag. Legacy starts within. Let's build a movement. Let's get some international and intentional leaders. And if you're joining us right now, I'm 𝗜𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. This has been Frequency of Abundance. We just started season 7, and it has been absolutely epic. So know that you've got the rest of this week. Tune in tomorrow for Transformational Tuesday, rewriting the legacy you inherited. Isn't that going to be something that truly changes where you stand out, when you stand up, and where your light shines from? We've talked about going into a bright room carrying a little bit of darkness, and how that does absolutely nothing in that room because the darkness doesn't spread. We talked about going into a pitch dark room with a little bit of light, and how instantly the whole room illuminates. You are that light. Be well, my friends. And as we've said in every episode since the beginning,